say to go to? Right. All the way up to the stop sign. She said she's gonna leave it on the door though for us, right? Yeah, right there, right? I think that's us. I'll put it to the stop sign though.
Oh, look at that. Lights.
Where? Oh. Watch out, kitty. Alright, where are we? What's the name of this place? This is Emerald Isle or Emerald RV Park? It's Emerald RV Park. And what town are we in, babe? We're in Destin? Destin, Florida. There's the barking dogs over there. So Heidi and I have been talking about the love of RVs, and I think we've had our fill of the kind that you pull. Right, hon? I think we're down. I think we're both on the same page now as far as buying one we drive. And maybe pulling the Jeep.
It's just convenient. You don't have to hook up.
Yeah, the hookup, and I mean that doesn't bother me so much. I've kind of got it down to like a science now. What bothers me is the constant beating you take on the road. And Heidi doesn't want to drive, so there's all the mileage to me. But that's a really good.
I would drive if it wasn't.
That camper top is perfect. That's the one. I like that.
Ooh, I like those tires.
Yeah, I like those tires too. Moto, what are they called? Moto. I'll look at it. I'll look at the video later. How's it going? You do any fishing? Any fishing? Any luck?
I went out for the first time this morning, and just for a little bit, and then I wasn't out there more than a half an hour, and lightning.
Oh, really?
Storm came up, and
Yeah.
so I came in. But it's really, this is the first time I've tried fishing this, and super shallow.
Oh, it is.
I mean, out for
Okay.
way past the pier.
So what would you even look for out here?
Well,
Snappers?
The pompano are, I just learned today, are on Navarre Beach.
Okay.
Out here, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking bluefish,
Oh,
bait
nice.
fish
Okay.
kind
Okay.
of thing. I mean, I'm hoping,
You're hoping?
for something
Right.
else, but I don't know. This is.
So, Kipper, what do you think? Am I going to be able to get you to stop snoring so I can record this? My little buddy, my little partner. That's one of the greatest things about RVing and camping and full-time, and it's just meeting people. Like this dude, we ended up talking for 15-20 minutes just about fishing and life and in America and how things have changed and how we need to get back to the way things used to be if we can. It was just good. It was just great. I love it. It's one of the best parts about camping. It's one of the best parts about traveling is meeting people, sharing your beliefs, sharing your faith, things like that. It's really cool. I'm not going to bore you with the whole conversation though, and really nice couple. I didn't have permission to record them, so I'm not going to show their faces. But if they're out there, I hope they watch this and hope they see that talking to them really meant a lot to my wife and I, and wish we could meet them again sometime. So the campground is back there. Ooh, a stray kitty just running across there. And this is the beach. Look at how nice it looks out here. Wow. So that's part of the campground over there too. So we can sit out at the beach all day, go for a swim. This is nice.
Look how clear the water is.
I know, that's what I was noticing earlier too. It's crystal clear. So pretty out here. Wow. Is that where we're going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we better get going.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready. You want to walk down here?
Yeah, let's walk to the end.
You have to tell your guy we can help this farm.
What's this place over here?
That is,
Is that what's it called? Pensacola? Where are we at? Pensacola?
she said that's the way to the Pensacola beach.
That's the oh yeah, remember we passed it on the way over here. We were driving.
I'm not really sure because
No, I remember we passed out when we were driving. I remember I said if you turn right there, it said Pensacola Beach. How's it going? Any luck?
Man, I finally had one right now, so I'm catching these little fish with this and then putting them directly on there.
Yeah.
And no lie, like instantly, boom!
Wow.
That sucker jumped up out of the water.
No way.
Yeah, shook my hook, and I'm like, oh no! So now I'm trying to catch these
Catch
little
another
fish.
catch another one?
Yeah.
the water is clear.
Yeah, and it's waist deep all the way out.
Yeah, I see a bunch of those little fish right there.
Yeah, that's because I'm feeding it.
Do you think there's fish or sharks in this water?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. Like
Yeah,
this
have
close?
you ever watched the videos on Florida? Oh man, they're everywhere.
But, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I think because of how shallow it is,
Oh yeah,
the water stays really warm right
yeah.
here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good point.
Because when we let my dog go right there, and it was super warm. Yeah.
This is gorgeous.
Hey, it is, huh?
I'm just gonna get a picture from over here.
The front part.
Can you grab his? He's walking like really low.
Sure they don't want dogs on the beach.
Right.
Why is it-
They don't want you. This looks like Connecticut over there, doesn't it? Look like West Beach over there. The fancy grass part. Oh, they're going paddleboarding.
How's the water?
Laura and Tim. Is it cold?
Tim, is it cold? Nice.
Nice, not bad. Really? There's a dolphin jumping out there.
Where?
Towards the left side of the pylon.
Damn it! Every time I come down here, I don't bring my binoculars.
This is really nice. This must be like the little, I don't know what do you call it? Company room? Or
No, that's showers.
that's showers? Nice. This is nice. I'm impressed.
I like
Did you have a nice little walk, Kipper? Yeah? Starving. There she is. The only little ugly duckling in the group. I'm just kidding, Wanderer.
We love you.
We love you. You've been good to us. So there's like 3 different places and they're all connected over here. Let's go. You are here.
We get the fried fish tacos, right?
So yes, we ended up having fish tacos. And a real enjoyable night. Walked a little bit on the beach and then went home. The next day we got up and went to a place called the Shark Gym. As you can tell, it has a giant shark for a doorway. Really cool looking place. Inside was massive. There were lots of free weights, lots of machines, tons of cardio equipment, There was places to do circuit training, CrossFit if you will. The gym was laid out really well. Very organized, very specific. Lots of people training, but there was tons of machines to use. You didn't have to wait for a machine. I really like this gym. I hope to go back there one day. The next day we were back on the road, headed to Bradenton. Don't have a lot of footage from that experience, but I will tell you that the road from Pensacola area to Bradenton was extremely windy. In fact, that's probably why I didn't record very much. I was so worried about keeping my hands on the steering wheel and keeping the trailer from swaying back and forth that I didn't record much. So it was a very tense drive. Very, very windy. We actually wanted to drive all the way through and make it to Bradenton by the evening, but we were so exhausted from the straining and stress of battling the wind that we decided to stop. There's a small little RV park with a lot of trees and not a lot of amenities except for spiders. I'm looking for those really big spiders.
Is that why you didn't pull through?
Huh?
Is that why you didn't pull through?
They're all going to drop on my truck or on the camper. Plus, did you see how far back the box is? Make sure my electric cord reaches. All right, let's see what everything looks like with that horrible wind. I don't know if I caught that on video or not, but a tractor trailer got pushed over right in front of us. They got pushed right off the road. And then that same wind caught me. Thank God I have the anti-lock system.
No, thank you.
Not too bad. It's really not as bad as I thought it was going to be. The fridge is closed. How did your chips get out of it? I don't know how your chips got out of there. Not bad.
Where?
Look, your chips are all the way over there. See them? They go all the way up in that corner. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright. Everything's up. Chalk's up. Ladder put away. Or rather, this handle. Emptied the toilet. All set in here. So we had the maintenance guys that came by. Talked to me for almost an hour about how I built it. So we're about an hour behind schedule, but that's okay. It was nice. It was just talking about how I built it and ideas, and they're both building one, and they wanted ideas and they asked me questions. It was really cool. It's not kind of like a neat project that just gets people talking, you know. People are interested in how you did it and if it's a kit. I've had people ask me if this was a kit, you know. I'm like, no, I built it myself. I thought about turning it into a kit. That'd be cool. Selling it for people to build their own, but with the price of wood right now, man, I don't know. All right, let's hit the road. All right, last leg of the journey. You ready for this, Kipper? You ready for this, buddy? Last 230 miles. Where's the kitty cat?
Back there.
She's back there complaining. All right, why is the heat on? All right, let's do this.
Cat's got her head in the hole. Hilarious.
Being stupid all over the place. Look at this.
Kipper. Here, baby. Good boy. Hey.
Well, you know you've got a great partner when she volunteers to get out of the truck and walk around the parking lot and make sure that you can drive your rig around it. That's what Heidi's doing right now. Awesome. But thank God I got a good partner and a good navigator. We got our own little palm tree. Isn't that cute? And then, where are we going to park the truck after? I guess right behind it afterwards. Okay.
We need a golf cart.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Oh, we got our bikes.
That is a horrible picnic table. That's a horrible. I wonder if we can trade that table.
So.
All right. Let's we can ride our bikes over to the pool. All right. This is done. This is garbage now. My rope came off. This is our first time on our own bikes, right?
Yep, bye.
All right. Just try not to die on the way over to the pool. Actually, I think I rode mine a couple times around Waynesville. Just to get. Oh yeah, during the Corona shutdown. All right, hold on.
Body. Make it.
I'm going this way. Ah! Where we signed in at. In Orlando. We rode those bikes all over to Orlando. Remember that? Or our area of Orlando. Do not enter. Sure. sidewalk. Oh, it's right in there. Do they have a bike rack? No, I'll just do them together right here. I don't want to mess people if they want to use that picnic table. You know what I mean? So pretty through here. Look at how nice this is. This is so gorgeous. That Big Daddy and little Mama version. Where are you going? Where are you going? Let's go to the right. So this was our first night at the Horseshoe Cove RV Park, and we fell in love with this place. It's actually located off of the Bradenton River, and that's connected to the Manatee River, which actually connects to Tampa Bay Sound, I believe. So there were manatees that would swim up this river, and you could see them from the park. So we decided to explore the RV park and travel over a bridge which leads you to the island that's connected to the park. Apparently it's a wedding venue, and they do have a lot of weddings there during the springtime and fall. I imagine not so much in the summer when it's so hot. But there was like a guest house down there and a recreation center and a place to have the reception. It's a really nice RV park. Way to kill the moment.
Did you want to go back and get Kit?
It's so scenic and loud.
Did you want to go get Kit first?
No. We'll come back with him again. We can go fishing though tomorrow. Ouch. Don't make me stop again. It's really loud. Apparently it's a 55 and older community. We didn't know that till we got there. Of course, I'm closer to the age than Heidi is, but they still let us park our RV there. Really, really nice group of people that live there. We made friends. I'm going to go into a lot more of the park on the next episode because we have a lot of adventures in this area. And plus we go and see Heidi's family, which is in St. Cloud, Universal area as well. Yeah. Hello, how are you? Oh, also there are a lot of alligators in this area as well. In fact, this is one of the prime areas where they mate. People told us this afterwards. So I'm really glad we didn't have the dog with us tonight. We didn't bring Kipper with us tonight because he seemed like he was really tired and cranky. I figured he should just stay in the air-conditioned camper. So pretty. What's it look like over there?
There's gators in there.
There's gators? I want to go fishing now.
There's a big dock that goes all the way down.
Where? Heard another fish jump. It's calling my name.
You'll see fish jump here all over the place, all the time.
Where's the fishing poles at?
For a while we were watching the raccoon that was walking along the edge there.
The gator get him? Oh, I just saw that fish jump.
We were kind of hoping for some entertainment.
Dinner and a movie.
But,
It's too cold?
yeah. I don't like it, but it's chilly.
Well, this is so cool. This
It's
is
beautiful. It's serene.
It's really awesome. Did you see that big jump?
Oh yeah, what was that?
I don't know. I don't know. I gotta look at the video later.
Looked like they did a cannonball.
I don't know, but that bird's kind of brave. It might be a croc. Hey, that might be an alligator, buddy.